Today I am going to present what is influence line and how to draw the influence line diagram of cantilever beam. So already we have discussed in last class what is influence line and what is influence line diagram. The influence line for a specific effect such as support reaction, shear or moment at a specified point may be defined as a curve, the ordinates of which show the variation of that effect caused by a unit load moving across the beam. The ordinate at any point represents the value of the effect when the unit load is acting at the corresponding point on the structure. The curve is called the influence line because it shows the influence of a unit load on a certain function or effect when the load travels across the structures. Already we have discussed what is sign convention. So this is the sign convention for shear force and this is the sign convention for the bending moment. So for shear force, you have to take the right side downward force and left side upward force. This is your positive shear force. Similarly, for bending moment, you have to take a sagging moment. This is sagging moment, or the right side anti-clockwise and left side clockwise. This moment is your positive moment. This is the positive sense of shear force and bending moment. This you have to follow for influence line diagram. Already we have discussed this is the construction of influence lines and how to construct the influence line. By tabular value, you can construct the influence line, or by influence line equation, you can construct the influence line. That is by tabular value and by influence line equation. But here we will discuss how to construct the influence line by influence line equation. In last class, we have discussed how to draw the influence line diagram for simply supported beam. But here we will discuss how to draw the influence line diagram for cantilever beam. This is cantilever beam AB. Consider a cantilever beam of span L, this one. So here we have to draw the influence line diagram for shear force and bending moment at fixed end A and at C. For bending moment at A and shear force at A, for that we have to draw the influence line diagram. And also for bending moment at C and shear force at C, and for that we will draw the influence line diagram. This is the point C at a distance Z from the pre end B. And this is the length of the beam L. And here you have to take a unit load at a distance X from the pre end B. First we will draw due to shear force at A, what is the influence line diagram? Influence line diagram for shear force at A. So this is the beam, and here this is the unit load is present at a distance X from the pre end B. Due to this unit load, what is the shear force at A? Because when we are considering this side, only this is the unit load. So the shear force at A is equal to 1. So this is your constant between A and B. When X is equal to 0, so the shear force Fa is equal to 1. And when unit load is present at a distance X from B, and here also the shear force is equal to 1. So the shear force is your constant. So this is the influence line diagram for shear force at A. Then here you have to draw the influence line diagram for moment at A. What is the moment at A? And by considering this moment, you have to draw the influence line diagram. So this is the cantilever beam. length AB L, and this is the point C, and this length is your Z, and this is the unit load at a distance x from the P and B. So here you have to find out what is the moment at A. You have to find out what is the moment at A due to this unit load. Due to the unit load, what is the moment A? You have to find out. So what is the moment at A? This is 1, and you have to take force into the perpendicular distance. So what is the moment here? And this is clockwise. So here you take the clockwise moment is negative. Negative minus. And what is this length? This length is equal to L minus X, because total length is L and this length is X. So what is this length? From this to this, from unit load to the fixed end A. So this length is equal to L minus X. So what is the moment at A? Moment at A is equal to minus 1 into L minus X. And here you see the moment at A linearly varying with the X. So this is the linear variation. So this is the moment at A. And you have to find out, you have to draw the influence line diagram. This is the equation. This is the equation. So by considering this equation, so you have to draw the influence line diagram. So you have to find out when the unit load is present at B, that is x is equal to 0, what is the moment at A? What is the value of MA? And when the unit load is present at A, that is when x is equal to L, what is the moment MA? When the unit load is present at B, that is you have to take x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, MA is equal to minus L, because here you have to put the value of x is 0. So MA is equal to minus L. Then find out what is the MA when the unit load is present at the point A. That is when x is equal to L, what is the value of MA? So when x is equal to L, so here you put L. So L minus L, this is equal to 0. So when x is equal to L, MA is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, MA is equal to minus L. So when x is equal to 0, that is at B, so this is minus L. And when x is equal to L, MA is equal to 0. Here 0. So this is minus L at B, and at A this is 0. So this is the influence line diagram for bending moment at A. So this is the influence line diagram for moment at A. Then find out what is the influence line diagram for shear force at the C. This is the cantilever beam, and here this end is fixed and this end is free. This is the length of the beam, and here this is the point C at a distance Z from the free end. Here you find out, that is between B and C, you take the unit load, and between A and C, take the unit load. So first you take the unit load between B and C, that is when x is less than Z. When x is less than Z, that is the unit load is your present between B and C. Between B and C, this is the unit load, and here x is less than Z. So what is the shear force at C? What is the shear force at C? So when the load is present here at a distance x from the free and B, so what is the shear force at C? So the shear force is here equal to 1. This is constant. When you will take the unit load at B, Fc is equal to 1, and when the unit load is present at C, so Fc is equal to 1. That is when x is equal to 0, Fc is equal to 1, and when x is equal to Z, Fc is equal to 1. This is 1. Shear force Fc 1, and at C also Fc 1. Then take the unit load between A and C. Here you take x greater than Z. The unit load is present between A and C, and x is greater than Z. In that case, you find out what is the shear force at C. What is the shear force at C? Because you see the right of C, the right side of the C, there is no loading. Right side of C, there is no loading. So what is the shear force at C? Shear force at C is equal to 0. Now, when the load is present at C, what is the FC value? And the load is present at A, what is the FC value? When the load is present, when the unit load is present at C, what is the value of FC? And when the unit load is present at A, what is the value of FC? So when X is equal to Z, shear force is 0. And when X is equal to L, shear force is equal to 0. When the load is present, when the unit load is present between A and C. So this is the shear force and this is the influence line diagram. So here 0 and here also 0. So the shear force is totally 0. So this is the influence line diagram. So this is the influence line diagram for shear force FC. Here we will draw the influence line diagram for moment at C. You have to find out what is the moment at C, and for that you have to draw the influence line diagram. This is the cantilever beam, length L, and this is the point C at a distance Z from the C and B. Here you have to take the unit load between B and C and A and C. That is when X is less than Z, you have to take the unit load and you have to find out what is the MC value. When X is greater than Z, you have to find out what is the MC. Then you have to draw the influence line diagram. When the unit load is present at a distance X from the P and B and between B and C. So what is the moment at C? Because this is the load present just right side of C, unit load. And what is the length between this one? From C to unit load, what is the length? This is Z minus X. This length is Z minus X. So what is the moment at C? So MC is equal to -1 into Z minus X. This is the equation. And here this is your linearly varying. Here the bending moment is linearly varying with X. So here linear variation takes place. Then you have to find out what is the MC value when X is equal to 0 and what is the MC value when X is equal to Z. That is when the unit load is present at B, what is MC? When unit load is present at C, what is MC? When X is equal to 0, here you put X is equal to 0, so MC is equal to minus Z. When X is equal to 0, MC is equal to minus Z. Then when X is equal to Z, here you put Z, MC is equal to 0. This is X is equal to 0 here, that is at B, MC is equal to minus Z. This is minus Z. Then when X is equal to Z, here, when X is equal to Z, MC is equal to 0. Then find out when X greater than Z, when the unit load is present between A and C, that is X greater than Z. When X greater than Z, so what is the moment at C? Because here you see this is the point, so here you have to find out the moment. So right side of this section, there is no load. So what is the moment at C? 0, because there is no load right side of the section C. So the moment at C is equal to 0. Then you find out when X is equal to Z, what is MC? And when X is equal to L, what is MC? That is, you have to find out when the unit load is present at C, what is MC? And when unit load is present at A, what is MC? So when X is equal to Z, MC is equal to 0, because this is 0 means this is also 0. And when X is equal to L, MC is equal to 0. So the bending moment is 0 between A and C. When the unit load is present between A and C, that is when X is greater than Z, So that case, the influence line diagram between A and C is equal to 0. This is the complete influence line diagram for the moment C. Now you are clear how to draw the influence line diagram for shear force at A and bending moment at A, and how to draw the influence line diagram for shear force at C and bending moment at C.